Ladies and gentlemen, this is part 2 the Finance Bill 2025. So kama uja watch part 1, you can still go back, and right now we are discussing about V.a.T. So V.a.T ni ile consumption tax yenye inaongezwa on goods and services. If you buy sugar, you buy everything, kuna V.a.T yenye inakwanga pale. So inakwanga imetoka kwa supply already yo V.a.T. Watu wa experience directly, unlike income tax yenye una experience directly. So people don't actually care about V.a.T. As long as V.a.T isiongezwe sana, people won't even realize it. Wanashanga, sukari imepanda, kumbe ni V.a.T imepanda. So we need to discuss about V.a.T. So I'm going to do this very briefly, and mbio tukiangalia amends, tukiangalia excise duty and still V.a.T. So kuna e-TIMS compliant, yenye hiyo tax invoice yako lazima ikuwe e-TIMS compliant, in which that means that unapeana an online tax invoice, inaingia digitally to the e-TIMS. So utakuwa na work more of online. Kama una a citizen, then you know what tax invoice is and how to be tax compliant in terms of e-TIMS. So supply of services in Kenya to include internet services. So kama kulikuwa na non-resident mwenye anataka kulipa, mwenye anataka kufanya internet services, the internet services the internet services zitakuwa V.a.T, zinalipa V.a.T. Na minimum time for V.a.T refund on bad debts will be from 3 years to 2 years. So the difference between input tax yenye una buy na output tax yenye una sell, ndio hii yenye unapata. In input tax, you can buy things that you may not actually use them. So you incur V.a.T. Now this V.a.T need to be refunded. So by refunding, that means ya kwamba, this thing is so crazy. Mina shanga vile ina happen ya kwamba wana reduce from 3 years to 2 years. Sahi utakuwa unaweza lipo for businesses, it's so good for you. Utakuwa unalipo in 2 years. So this is mostly about big businesses. Sijui kama inaweza apply kwa mwananchi wa kawaida, but this is about big businesses yenye wana buy in bulk. So unapata inakuwa such a big deal for them to have the input tax, na wengine unasikia wana avoid tax. So hiyo ndio ilikuwa imefanya hadi tunabidika tumeongelea one amend yenye ime happen in this finance bill. So V.a.T relief to tea and coffee packaging materials. For tea farmers and coffee packaging people wenye wakomboka huko, there is V.a.T relief. So that is to say that the price of tea and coffee is supposed to reduce, ndio ili watu wapate in less amount compared to other people, kwa sababu the packaging materials zilikuwa reduce. So tunaangalia 16% V.a.T on food supplements, locally manufactured vehicles, hizo ziko exempt to 16%. So other medicaments containing alkaloids or derivatives, compasses, aircraft appliances, hizo vitu zote, the hospital minimum, na tourism. So you guys go and read on your own. Me, I know most of you won't read, mtasema V.a.T is at 18%, but in which it is not true. So there is excess duty, banks, SACCOs, microfinance institutions zinaambiwa manze, you are excluded as a digital lender. So hiyo loan zenu za online pia inakataliwa. So amesema pia companies offering services to Kenya will pay digital service. So non-resident company, that is a non-resident company, si a normal company. For non-resident companies, nyi mmeambiwa your digital service itakuwa inakuwa taxed. So there will be a digital service tax, and the commissioner will within 14 days grant or refuse to issue the applicant with an excise license. So kama unataka permission ya ku transfer vitu into Kenya, the commissioner has the permission within 14 days. Alafu tariff codes set out in ESC imekuwa to hizo tariff codes for ESC have a tariff code yenye imeset out in Annex 1 to the protocol on the establishment of the ESC Customs Union and in interpreting that annex. So excise duty will no longer be applicable on the following goods. So they won't be having excise duty on imported eggs, onions, potatoes, potato crisps and chips. I don't know if this is an agreement yenye imekuwa nayo in the ESC not to have excise duty in the other countries, but in Kenya wamesema wanatoa excise duty. This is to support other farmers to bring them in the country. But could it mean bado V.a.T iko kwa hizi goods zenye ziko already in Kenya na ikitolewa? Could their prices be cheaper than local products zenye ziko huko, potatoes zenye zinatoka huku wa Munyoro? So unapata imported glass polymers, polythene plates, sheets, film, zenye zinapigwa 3% or shilling 200, whichever is higher, meaning if 3% is higher than 200, then they go with the 3%. So the amend yenye tulikuwa nayo yenye I talked earlier, the KRA is talking about to be granted access ya kupata financial and personal data. Parliament ikasema you are not going to have the personal data and financial data of Kenyans. This is because some Kenyans inasemekana they are avoiding paying tax. Na wanasema they are being wanakuwa na ghost businesses where they are making money, but you cannot say exactly what they are doing. These ghost businesses ndo zinafanya KRA waende. But is it a good thing to have personal data of Kenyans? Personal data could be family data, could be your medical records, could be what you do during the day. And the financial data could be how much you make, could be what businesses do you do, your international accounts. And this is what KRA was looking for. So tell us, is it a good thing yenye wamekataa parliament kupeana information, or is it because they have ghosts in their closets zenye they don't want them to be known by their financial and personal data? So mniambie in the comment section. StoRynamosee.